Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is on the 150 gallon tank that I have. So thought of doing an update. I haven't done this for a long time. It's very it's very exciting. I've been waiting for a long time to get this video in, but pretty much about 10 months since that I've set up. So I've set it up. It's somewhere in the mid of Jan. Now it's December, almost 10 to 11 months. But started putting the plants later on. But anyway, um, 10 to 11 months of patience. It's got to a good level now. Excuse me. So thought of giving you guys an update on my tank, um, because I had done a brief video on for my pH video on the other one, so kind of got a bit interested on doing a proper video on the tank. So I'll go through the specs with you and also all the stuff in there, and actually the reasons what actually brought this tank, this planted tank, up to this level. So um, first of all, this is a 150 gallon tank. Pretty much it's about a 6 feet tank, and you guys might be knowing because you might have seen my other videos. Quite a few plants in there. It's heavily planted. Nothing in the background, not much in the background though. I've just started to plant in the back. Had some other plants, but unfortunately suddenly they just it started to melt down. I think it was probably a bit of overdosing, and those plants didn't was unable to handle. Anyway, so I've got other new plants in the back, actually some red hygrophila and other tall sword plants as well. So it's getting there. We've got some plants, actually it's right at the bottom at the back, so it's just starting to grow. Probably in about a couple of months, maybe in about a month's time, I can do another update. So you'll have the background fully planted. Anyway, got a mix of fish in here. It's just all the common fish, the angels and rainbows, should I say, then all these loaches and algae eaters and all those stuff. So this actually came from my other 200-liter tank. So I've got that. I don't have that tank anymore. I've disposed it. Got this new one here. So this is my main focus. So yeah, so those are the kind of fish mainly I've got in my tank. Got some barbs here and there, some gouramis. Anyway, it's a mix of fish in there. And getting to the plants, I've got Amazon swords in the front. You can see the big plant in the front is an Amazon sword, and it's just even flowering nowadays. You can see that. I'll actually go near the tank to show you. So this stem here is actually, it's a flowering thing, flowering stem, sorry. So I've got some java ferns over here and some in the back. It's just started to come up. Those are the small ones, and the scripts on both sides at the end. Actually behind these plants there's a whole heap of rocks, in the back, so that's how I've actually designed it. Anyway, you can't see much of the rocks because it's covered with plants. Got some sags in the front, dwarf sags actually, and they're doing really well too. They're starting to actually put new ones, the runners. So it's actually starting to grow. Probably it might just fill the front, the foreground. In a few months' time, it's gonna look really good. So yeah. Substrate, yeah, it's the same old substrate. Everyone keep on asking, have I done any changes to the substrate? But same substrate right from the start. Haven't done any changes to the substrate. But the only thing I did add into the substrate was the root tabs. So I've done a video on the DIY root tabs that actually you guys can you just can click the link here that comes up, or even on the description area you'll find the link. So check out that video. It's DIY root tabs for plants, aquarium plants. So I think that was the main reason, one of the main reasons for the plants to grow really well. So I pretty much filled the whole area with root tabs. So fertilization part, that's doing a really good job. I've got some liquid fertilization coming to the tank as well. I'll get back to that quickly. in a short time. Other than that, about the plants, um, so those are the plants in my tank, not many of them, but yes. Anyway, let me get a bit more technical into the equipments. um, you know about the lighting. I've done the video on the lighting as well. It's a fluid lighting setup. It's really good, and I think that's also one of the main reasons for the plants to grow really well. So the main thing is for the plants, proper lighting, CO2 and fertilization. So I've got the fertilization in the substrate, the root tabs, got some liquid fertilization going on as well. It's an auto doser that I've done it on my own. Yeah, I haven't done a video on that, but I'll do it very quickly sometime soon. Yeah, so those are the main three things that's really important for the CO2, for the photosynthesis, you know. So got really good lighting. Actually got 3 lights here on the top. I think it's about totally, let's say 54 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically it's about 300 watts, almost 300 watts of light coming into this tank, and that's about, what do you say, 2 watts per gallon. It's not too bad, somewhere in the middle. So it's getting somewhere enough lighting. Got the CO2 on this end. It's coming up. I think it's about 3 to 4 bubbles per second. I need to increase a little bit because I can see algae spots on the leaves. So one of the main reasons for algae spots on the leaves is due to less CO2. So I just tend to increase it little by little. I don't want to just suddenly increase it. It's not good for the tank water conditions. So eventually, a little by little, you know, I'll get there. I think I need to get it up to about 6 bubbles per second. That's what I think it's required for this tank. Anyway, so that's the CO2 part, and got 2 filters in the tank right at this end here. I don't know whether you can actually see. Let me move this thing for you a little bit there. Right, there you go. So right at the corner, bottom right corner, so you'll see 2 filters. One of them is an Aqua 1 Nautilus 2701. It's doing a good job, not too bad. The other one is an Eheim, and also, you know, you can see the cylinder is a 3.5 kg CO2 cylinder. I had a 2 kg before when I initially set it up, but it lasted, I think it lasted about 6 to 7 months. So I actually thought of upgrading it to a bigger one, so that, you know, I just need to go to the shop once a year to refill the thing. Anyway, so that's actually about the cylinder. There's a video on the CO2 cylinder setup as well. So check out my links. Go into my playlist channels. You know, you can actually go through all my videos on this tank. Pretty much I've done videos on every equipment, the lighting, CO2, the filters, and all those stuff, and even the setup of this tank initially. So so far it's doing good. No problems with the water quality. Everything is done. I do the water changes once a week. I do recommend you guys to do the same thing as well. You know, sometimes I do miss here and there, but I always try to make sure I do it once a week. So I've done the fertilization. Yes, I wanted to show you the DIY system. Okay, let me actually take you a little bit towards the front. I'll have to take this out of the tripod. So it's right here. I don't know how clear it is for you guys, but anyway, let me actually turn on the what is it? Hold on, guys. Alright, let me get some light in there so it's much more clearer. Right, I think that's much clearer now. So anyway, so that was um, I hope it's clear now. Okay, let me get this hold properly. So that one there, this containing here the Osmo code, this is the one that I used to do the DIY tabs, and you actually can go through the whole video so you will understand better how to get those done. And over there the bottles have got some right at the corner. That's the one here is the iron it's and this one here is what do you say, the trace elements. And this one here, actually I need to get a proper bottle. I need to set up a proper bottle for that. That's potassium. So those are the three ones. So I've got some auto dosing. I've used these pumps here. Actually these are called peristaltic pumps. It works off, you know, a small what are those adapters. It's about 6 watts, 6 to 12 watts. You can get 6, 12, 24, any of those, and you can actually see what do you say, sorry guys, I actually got stuck there. Anyway, those ones when I do the video on this on these you know, DIY setup of the fertilization, I'll go through the whole thing properly so that, you know, you guys don't miss anything. You can set it up your own as well. So that's about my DIY fertilization setup. Yeah, I had a couple of situations here and there, you know, it just leaked, but anyway, so far it's good. I've got it all working. Let me set this up back in the tripod. Alright, so back to the tank, guys. So that's about the tank, guys. Not you guys can leave any, if you guys have any questions, please do leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you. You know, if there's anything about planted tanks or how to maintain CO2s or any of those questions, you know, pretty much I'll try to answer with whatever the experience I've got. Yes, so tank is getting there. I'm very happy about that. I'll probably do another update in about a couple of months once the background plants grow. So it's gonna be much more nicer. It's gonna look much more nicer. And yes, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and hope you guys did liked and enjoyed my video. So if you guys do have any questions, please put it in the comment section, and I would actually like you guys to ask questions, so I just keep putting on more and more videos about my tank. And have a great day, guys. See you guys again later on. Cheers, bye.